The sun does not forget a village just because it is small. Our quote for today is: the sun does not forget a village just because it is small. It's an African proverb. And I would always say that Africans have a quarrel with shallow thinking. Africans have a quarrel with cheap talk. So, of course, I agree with this quote. The sun does not forget a village just because it is small, and you are that village. You may feel small some of the time, does not mean that there are some things that will pass you by that nature provides. There are certain things that you feel unworthy, you feel you are not as big as other people, or else you are not as worthy, you are not as educated, you are not as qualified, you are not as exposed, you are not as good. All of those thinking that invades your mind to make you to suggest to you that you are not worthy of certain privileges. Nature has no concern for all of this. There are certain things that you are not in control of. If a village it is small, it didn't create itself small. When the village was created, probably the villagers were not even around. So certain things you cannot control. If you are short, are you responsible for it? No, you didn't choose to be short. As a matter of fact, there is no such thing as short, except we are making comparison. Comparison is what leads to so many heartaches. And there is no such thing as you have a big head, except of course we are making comparison. And comparison is the root of depression. So whatever it is, there are certain things you cannot control, but nature is aware and no privilege will pass you by. Certain people are not educated and it's not even their fault. If they had the opportunity, they would have gone to school or did what they were meant to do. But they did not even have the opportunity and you cannot even blame them. And nature is aware. So nature has a way of settling everybody. You are not exempted. I am not exempted. So just because the village is small, the sun does not ignore it. So keep that in mind for every time that you think about whatever thing you consider as your weakness or as your shortcoming. Understand that nature is aware. Like I said, there are certain things that you cannot control. If it is the ones that you can control that you ignored, you can go ahead and blame yourself. But by and large, there are certain things that are beyond your control. I will see you tomorrow.